One thing many people fail to understand as they get into marriage relationship or they are in their marriage relationship is that they think the devil is cracking jokes with them. Hello, darling. The devil is not cracking jokes as long as your marriage relationship is concerned. He is not cracking jokes and he is not out to play pranks with you. So one thing that is fundamental, and just like the prophet Hosea will talk about, is the lack of one vital instrument that people have failed to recognize and to take seriously. Now, the prophet Hosea talks in Hosea chapter 4 and in verse 6, and he said, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge." You see, many people enter into marriage relationship without adequate knowledge for it. You see, we go to school, we try to become something, one thing or the other in life, and then we do so many things. We begin to train ourselves and train our children to become that thing that we want them to become in life. And what is that? They become the best or the professionals they are supposed to be. And so very many of us begin to do this thing quite early in life. From the age of 2, begin to train our children. So a person can spend at a minimum of 20 years of their lives trying to become the professional they are today. You want to be a teacher, you want to be a doctor, you want to be an engineer, a lawyer, whatever it is. People take their time and they begin to groom, probably their parents, they begin to groom them from the age of 2 years. These days, in fact, in some cases, is less. As soon as a child clocks, 1 year, many people throw them into school, and because we need to hustle and to make ends meet. So we begin to train ourselves to become professionals, to become what we want to be in life. You want to be a medical doctor, you start your training from the age of 2 through nursery schools to primary, secondary, and then the university, and we come out to serve the nation and become that thing which you want to be. You want to be a businessman, you begin to you enter into apprenticeship, and you can spend as many years as possible to learn the business in order not to fail in that business. But when it comes to the issue of marriage and relationship, very many of us don't take it seriously at all. And the prophet Hosea said, "We perish, many people perish, my people perish for lack of knowledge." So knowledge is one fundamental key, one fundamental reason why very many people fail in their marriage relationship. You see somebody living his or her life not ready or planning or thinking about marriage, they are not ready to be schooled. Some people want to get married today, and you call them to ask them what they know about marriage, what they think marriage is all about, and how prepared they are. And all they'll be telling you about is how, they are already prepared, they are mature enough, they think, they just feel they are old enough to get married, and, all forms of things, all forms of excuses. And then when you dig deep, you discover that there is a very big knowledge gap. So the fundamental reason why most marriages fail is for lack of knowledge. Nobody is ready to invest in their knowledge. Nobody is ready to equip themselves with the right knowledge. You want to do a job, they ask you for the skill set you're bringing into the job to ensure that you're able to scale on the job. But when you're asking people about the skill set they're bringing into marriage to make them succeed in marriage, they barely have anything at all. So I'd like you to know that the devil is not playing pranks with you. He is not cracking a joke. He is not playing with you at all. He is out on business to ensure that your marriage does not succeed. And that's why you need the right kind of knowledge. You need to invest in knowledge. You need to pursue knowledge. You need to seek wisdom. You need to seek the understanding. You need God's guidance to lead you and to teach you on how what it entails for you to succeed in your marriage relationship. So the question is, how prepared are you? How much have you invested in knowledge? How much You may be a young person, you're not married yet, and you're preparing to be married. How much have you invested to ensure that you are able to, succeed in your marriage relationship? Yeah, so before we continue, let me invite you to this family. In case you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? You have been here all the while and you have come this far listening to me and you're here to subscribe. Please hit on that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. In this place, we talk about love, life, and faith, and everything that makes you a wholesome person that God has designed you to be. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are valued, you're loved, and I personally celebrate you. So every investment in knowledge pays a whole lot. You invest to know, and God, is very particular, very intentional about knowledge. He says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. It is what you know about how to keep your marriage that makes your marriage to be kept. It is what you know about what God has done and how God expects your marriage to run that makes your marriage to run. See, it is not just, what you know and you begin to put into practice makes your marriage to scale and succeed. I beg you, please, make it a point of duty to invest in knowledge today, knowing that it pays a huge dividends. The time you take to invest in knowledge today is going a long way to make you to have that air of fresh air in your marriage relationship. There's going to be so much relief, there's going to be so much love, there's going to be so much dream coming alive, and you're going to begin to see your expectations being fulfilled as you invest in knowledge and begin to put into practice the things you are learning. So the oldest school in life is the school of knowledge. Yes, and I think you need to get admitted into that school. See you some other time. Before you go, do not forget to subscribe, and do know, please, that on this space you're valued, you're loved, and I personally celebrate you. Bye-bye.